Make sure this is on here. This mess you up out the way. Out the way. Hey. What's up? I'm waiting to see if we get one or two people to join in because we know it's been a minute. It's been weeks. It's been weeks since we've been on here.
We've been on a hiatus.
We've been doing getting some things done and some bull and all that, but we're back. We're back for sure. Got a small little subject that we want to touch on a little bit with you all. But we appreciate the person that's watching right now. That's for sure.
Kind of already know who it could be.
Because it's been a minute. It's okay. We'll get our viewers up and stuff like that. But the title today basically is unresolved issues that you can have with family, friends, whatever it is. Um, kind of starting with this, like a lot of times we want our family and friends and things like that to support us with whatever we're doing, whether we're opening a business, whether we are going back to school, whether we are, I don't know, writing a book, whatever it is, starting a new job, whatever it is, right? We want the support. We feel like we deserve the support. We feel like it's something that should be known because a lot of us, just kind of speaking from personal experience, a lot of us, like with me, I will support you. I will support you in any way possible. But sometimes I feel like I don't get that support back, which is okay. But I remember that. It's not going to go anywhere. I remember that, right? So in some instances, and you may not feel the same, but in some instances, there's some unresolved issues, underlining issues that have not been talked about and communicated. And a lot of times that since you don't communicate about issues from the past or whatever it is, you kind of hold on to stuff that really shouldn't be held on to. Or maybe it's not even that there's an issue or anything from the past that people are holding grudges about. Maybe it's just they just want to be selfish and they just don't really care and they just care about themselves and they won't support you. But in the end, they want your support with whatever they do. I don't know.
I mean, like example I can give. So, um, me and my twin brother. Some of y'all probably didn't even know I had a twin. Most
You
of
didn't
y'all
talk
probably
about it 1,000 freaking times.
what I mean. What I mean by it is most twins that you see or know or even hear about, they're inseparable. Like T and Tamara, they seem like they're inseparable. Mary Kate and Ashley, I don't know if they're inseparable or not due to what I don't know.
They do a lot of meth, don't they?
Yeah, that's why I said leave that alone. But here's the thing with that. I have no idea what that has to do with anything. The thing with that is me, him, and as you would think the normal twins should be. And I believe that it's, have been problems ever since we were younger. Because when we were younger, people would think I'm the oldest or I was the better looking one or
I'm trying to get y'all to hype him up.
No, I'm some real stuff. Or, it's just too many comparisons between me and him. I was the smarter one, and it's crazy. So that probably was carried with him all throughout, adolescence, all the way up to now. That's probably why he's so much in competition with me. And sometimes I don't even pay attention to it, but he is like, if I tell him I do something, like example is I've been, lifting weights with my boy Eric, and I told him recently that I weigh, 213. He was like, nah, you can't, because I'm only 203. So then we hop on the scale.
Were you even 213 at the time?
Yeah, well, no, I was 216. And so he's like, well, yeah, you really are. Well, I'm 203. I said, bro, you packed on some weight. He's like, well, no, it's just because, but it's like, I wasn't really doing that to get his, to get him in an uproar or nothing. I was just saying, hey, bro, I'm working out. My boy right here got me good. I was going to say, hey, you could, but I don't want to put him and Eric in the same. Not saying they wouldn't get along. I'm just saying.
They could probably get along with him.
I'm just saying. It's just I don't want to him and my life are two separate lives. But you wouldn't believe that with twins. But this is what I say when we talk about when we say unresolved issues, because he probably has an undermining
He's
issue
holding to something.
with me that I don't
Mm-hmm.
know about, that he hasn't told me yet. Which I can tell. It's just I'm waiting for him to come out and say, "Hey, this is the problem." Well, we can hash it out, talk about it, and probably have a better life than what we having right now. It's still my brother.
You mean to have a better relationship?
Life, relationship, same difference, but we can be doing better than what we are right now. But that's the thing what she was talking about with the unresolved issues, and like you said again, people not supporting you. Like when you open up a gym, or you start a new business, or you go into a new career, a new field, you're ecstatic. You're excited for yourself. You want it to grow, but you would think that the people that have, let's say, so-called family will be there for you
Mm-hmm.
and hype you up, buy your products, everything. I know friends who, when they tell their families they're doing something, all their brothers and sisters buy everything they have. But that's
That's
because,
rare though, and that's a blessing if you have that. Hold on to that. Keep
right,
your
it's just crazy
relationships.
because you would think that your most support would come from family, friends, your inner
Mm-hmm.
circle. But it usually ends up coming from people who you don't know. Another example,
Or either people that you haven't known for a long time that you met through school or work or maybe an event that you went to too.
this channel that we're doing right now is crazy. Most of the subscribers that we have are people that we don't know or haven't met before or just only know on here. Most of the family and the friends that we have, they're not even subscribing. They'll look at it, like it, but not subscribe.
Which I mean, it's your prerogative. It's not. I don't really have nothing negative to say towards that because I didn't expect much. That comes also with me saying that a lot of times, like before, I was a person. A lot of people may be like this, where you have all these expectations, right? You hold all these different expectations, but withholding those expectations, you're consistently let down because you expect people to treat you as if they were you. And you have to understand that people are not you. People are going to be different. Unfortunately, that's the type of world we're living in, and it's not going to get any better. What's up? What's up?
What's up with you?
So, I've learned not and not to sound negative or not to sound bad. I don't have a lot of expectations of people. I expect people to be neutral, meaning I expect people to treat me mediocre. I don't expect to be treated bad. I don't expect to be treated good. I expect to be treated with a hello, a wave or whatever, something simple, and then going about your business. I don't expect for people to be like, oh, hey, you dropped this. That's just an exception. That's like, oh, you gave me my $20. I dropped on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I expect for people to pick that shit up and keep going. If I'm gonna be honest with you, because if anybody is like me out there that you've been so hurt and so let down by people, eventually it's only a couple things that can happen from that. Number one, you consistently get hurt and you consistently get frustrated. That's no fun. Who wants to consistently deal with that shit? Number two, you become very, very cold hearted. You not only try to hurt everybody else, but you end up hurting yourself because you're cold hearted to people that you don't even really want to be cold hearted to. Or number three, what my mom used to always tell me, are you that person? Are you that individual? No. So why are you treating them in a different way than what you would normally act? You still have to be your same person no matter how people treat you. You might want to, shorten the handle a little bit and step back. But besides that, you're not supposed to be somebody that you're not. That's kind of what I was taught basically. With that being said, just like going back to like the different issues that come from the past that maybe you had disagreements or arguments with people in your family or whatever it is, and you guys just can't seem to talk about it. I don't know if this happens in a lot of other families, but it seems like in African American families, like our communication is way off. Something can happen between two people and y'all won't bring it up. The family won't bring it up. The family won't discuss it so people can get over it. The family won't ask a person B, hey, how do you feel? How do you feel in the situation? Try to come together and resolve it. It never gets resolved. It's just unsettled constantly, and that's not healthy. Like that's not cool. That's
Or
not
acting like
cool. Like for me personally, like with when I get on here and I say that my mom passed away, my mom did pass away. My mom is the person who raised me and taught me everything that I know. That was my grandmother, truthfully, but it was my mom, period. My birth mother. Some type of underlining issue that she has with me that I don't know. I've tried to figure out. She's not a person that will talk to me. She won't tell me anything like that. It's not that we don't have some type of somewhat of a relationship because of me. She don't want it. Which at the end of the day, it's like I'm gonna be 28. Am I really going to consistently mope around about something that I didn't do to you? And if I did something, you're not even telling me what I did. What's up, Montel? You're not even telling me what I
What's
did.
up with you, bro?
So in those instances, and I mean, you're holding this from years. You're holding this from years. What is that doing? And I'm not saying other cultures don't have this issue, but we have to learn to communicate more. We have to learn to be more positive toward each other. Like, I guess you would call them the Asian community. Um, you know, certain communities, like their community, they're there for each other. They will map out a distinct plan for opportunity, not only for themselves, but for their cousins, for their mom, for their dad, for their brother, for their sister. How come we don't do that? They will map out literally a distinct plan to make sure everybody rises and nobody sinks. How come we can't do that? We starting to get there, but again, communication and unresolved issues damages a whole bunch of stuff. And sometimes you think a person just being mean to you just because they want to, is because y'all got beef. You don't know, you don't remember because it's so long ago, but they holding on to that shit. When really you should just be able to have a simple conversation.
That's one. That's that's a major thing in families. Families like to, blow stuff over, act like it don't happen,
Sweep it
or
under the rug.
right, or that's what they like to do. I don't know why they like to do it. It just makes no sense. It was something that came out of my family. One of my cousins got tied up and fed up and just said something in the group chat. Like a lot of, I didn't know anything about it. Most of the family didn't know anything about it. And my cousin, who it happened to, she was pissed because my other cousin came out and said something about it. But my cousin that said it was like, I can't hold it anymore. It needs to be out there so it can be, so can't no one else be put into the situation. But the thing about it is, as a family, you need to talk about that. Put that out there. You don't want to put other people's kids in harm's way. Like if I have a debacle, I have an issue, I have a problem.
Non-debatable.
Yeah, a debacle.
He tried it, y'all.
With that's what it is. With another family member, I'm gonna bring it to that family member. We gonna figure that out right then and there. I'm not gonna talk to the brother of that family member or the sister of that family member. Get around that family member. I need to talk to that person because that's who I have the problem with. That person. And another thing that kills me is
Yeah, that's why I got the
when when family try to make it seem as if
you
you're
wrong
the
and you
bad
ain't
one,
wrong.
like you're the black
Like
sheep,
you need to say sorry. Like you need to apologize when everybody been coming at you incorrectly.
like you're the person
Where
that
they do
made
that
the
at?
situation what it is when it wasn't your problem. When you were
Mm-hmm.
there to just diffuse it or to stop it from being more than what it could be, since you were the brave one that got in the way to make sure that it didn't get that far, now it's your problem because of how it escalated.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense at all. That's one thing I see that us as black people need to. Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes it gets to the point where you have to just didn't walk away. But sometimes, um, yeah, and I mean, this is the thing for me personally. I get that, and I've gotten to the point where I don't want to say sorry. And I want to say f it all, and I have gotten to the point where I've done that. But at the same time, just for me, for my sanity, I don't want to hold that on my heart. I don't want to hold that inside because that can eventually come out in a negative way, and you can become very cold hearted. I wouldn't necessarily say that you should say sorry in certain circumstances, but just letting it be known, you know what, hey, forget y'all at the end of the day. I did what I had to do. I hate that it's like this. That way you're kind of easing it over, but at the same time, you're like, forget it. When y'all ready, y'all come back. Whatever the situation, depending on how you handle situations. But I don't know. I'm just tired of the miscommunication. This goes for family. This goes for friends. This goes for negative energy. If it's something that we are beeping over and I don't know, you have to tell me. I made a video over this before when I said about how friends love to disappear on you. Now, how you gonna be? How you gonna leave a situation and that's supposed to be your best friend, or that's supposed to be a close friend of yours, an associate, whatever it is. And you're just gonna leave the situation. You're not gonna have a conversation with them. You're not gonna tell them why you're leaving. None of that. You're just gonna leave. Who does that? That's what it came to. I've seen so many statuses on Facebook, and I don't care. Like it's so stupid to me. It's so stupid. You're just gonna leave a situation. You're just gonna leave a situation and not tell a person why we don't communicate anymore. A person could be calling you. A person could be texting you, whatever it is, and you just left the situation. So you're leaving that person like, well, if I did something, I don't even know what I did. It probably was something simple that you all could have communicated about and had a conversation. But again, that communication piece is gone. It's not even there. People who think that's okay, I don't need to affiliate with you on no type of close level. We need to have a communication system that's built in. We should care enough for each other to be able to communicate to each other about what the issue is, to know if we're going to move forward with each other, if we're going to go our separate ways, if our seasons has passed. And sometimes your season has passed and that's completely fine. But again, just walking away from the situation and not letting people know, that's so piss poor to me. We're supposed to be grown, right? Who does that? I just want to know, because there's a lot of people, again, on my Facebook feed that put that. And I'm sure if it was done to you wouldn't like that. I've been done like that. And I'm just like sitting there like, but I was younger. I'm sitting there like, but what did I do? I'm calling the person, I'm texting, like when we hanging out, what's going on, and nothing. But after a week or two, I was like, oh, I guess this is your way of dismissing yourself from the relationship without having a conversation. When you could have just picked up the phone or texted me and we could have met up. But okay, that's cool. Right. I feel like that's a weak-minded type of person. Um, I don't get that. Like, we got to do better. We got to do better. If you're having an issue with somebody, especially if it's supposed to be blood, and apparently blood don't mean nothing these days. I don't care who gets upset at it. Blood don't mean nothing at the end of the day.
If you have some problem, if you this is the thing about black families, not even black families, just people.
People, period.
If I have an issue with you, you don't think just because we're close that I'm not gonna say how I feel to you. I'm supposed to just keep my mouth shut and let you keep doing what you're doing. Everybody don't work that way. It's some people that deal with that bull, but everybody don't work that way. Some people come forward and say what they have to say on their mind. Some people may say it later on. Some people may tell it to another person to get to you. But nah, it don't always work like that. That's why I said family, because family is the number one. Just because you're an older aunt, older uncle, older, mother, father, I'm not supposed to say how I feel towards you because I'm still looked at to y'all as youngin. Nah, I'm grown. It's totally different now. I will say what I have to say. If you don't like it, oh well, we ain't got to talk. I'm just telling you right now, it ain't gonna be too much more of that. But that's the thing. Family thinks they can say. Now, I'm not saying this is just not family. This is anybody. Who is that?
That is creepy. All right. Right. And people do constantly get offended. That is so creepy. So somebody, I gotta tell y'all this because y'all like, what y'all talking about is creepy. So somebody on here with his first and last name just said, yo, where your phone at?
I keep saying I ain't lost train of thought along.
Hi, Cornelius. All right, anyway. Very creepy. Okay, back to what we're talking about.
Yo, bro, you can never be me.
Yeah, what's up, Steve? Yeah, and the thing is, like, I grew up with a lot of cousins that I consider now to be my brothers. I'm close to them. They're like my brothers. They're not my cousins. They're my brothers. Like, that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, I always thought that family was supposed to be here for you, and that, if you had a best friend, whoever it was, they're supposed to be here for you like you're there for them. I had to pull back from people. Now, if you needed me or you texted me or you called me enough and I knew that it was something serious, I'm going to be here. That still stands to this day. I don't care if we don't talk on a regular occasion or whatever. If you need something and you're in trouble, I'm going to be here for you, no doubt. That's just what it is. But the people that always consistently need a ride, the people that need this and need that, and when I'm down on my luck and I'm having a bad day, I just need a conversation like this week. This week is going to be hectic. My mind and everything is going to be a little bit of everywhere. What is up, man? Cornelius the police.
Maybe
We
because
don't know who it is,
I don't
but
know this Cornelius
we
Brown.
don't know, but they got his first and last name. So whoever this is, Mr. Brown,
Creepy.
um, we need you to say some stuff, okay? My own family, cause I went to high school with Steven. I didn't even know you was on, like you was watching the channel. That's so dope. Okay. Yeah, and I can't look. I won't even say that I can't tolerate some of my family. It's just I see what it is. Like I was always known as the well, she's athletic. She'll probably, she'll do some things with stuff, certain stuff. I got tired of playing basketball. I didn't put my all in it. Once I got in high school, I was like, I'm just doing it. I was really actually dope, but I didn't put my all into it how I know that I could have. But yeah, I had to straight up tell my other aunt and my mom that, oh yeah, she could probably get a scholarship off of this or that. She's smart too. Like, really? You ever have family like that? Like their sons or daughters are like better than you for whatever reason, or they're just looked up on a higher hiatus or whatever may have you. And then when it comes to you, it's like, oh, well, you can do this, but you can't do that. You can get this, but you can't get that. Who does that? Yeah, I appreciate that, man, for real. Um, but who does that? So when you look at stuff from that perspective, it's like, okay, I don't really want to be around you. What I want to be around you for when I know what you said. And then again, that's another thing that ties close to underlining issues. That is our washer. Wait, is it?
That's our washer, but that's my son.
Huh?
That's my son.
Oh, put his
That's
round.
Caden.
Oh,
I'm like,
how'd you know it's him?
because he said Michigan. Nah, just keep going.
Okay. But yeah, so it's just like that's not cool. Like it might have been things that I've thought about certain family members or whatever, but since we're supposed to be blood and everything, we're supposed to be close or somewhat close. I'm not gonna voice that. Some stuff you learn to keep to yourself. My mom always told me, my grandma always told me, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. So it's been several times people in my family have asked me stuff. I don't know what to say. Because I don't have nothing good to say.
I thought it was a glitch in the system.
No, I'm for real, dog. Shut up. I can't stand them, y'all. Because I don't have nothing good to say. I promise you, I don't have nothing good to say. I don't. Like, we've been in this house almost a year. It'll be a year in July. My aunt has came out of crib, a couple other people, but particular people that don't live far have not been here. And to be honest with you, it's on you, baby. Because I know that I'm blessed. I know that I'm a prosper, regardless of my little attitude fits here and there. But the thing is, I would support you. I would support whoever that I care about or I so-called put out that I care about in whatever endeavor, whatever you have going on.
Who's the best one?
Most you two. I don't do roasting. I don't do joning and stuff. I'll just look at you like, you done?
Basically, that's more of my thing.
That's more his thing. And sometimes he be saying some retarded ass shit. So I'll just be like, really, you done? But yeah, I don't get that. I know everybody has their issues or whatever with family and everything. Why is my ear ringing? What the heck is going on? Y'all some weird stuff. What's today? May. I'm not tripping, I promise you. Y'all think I'm tripping? I promise you I'm not. Like, what is going on? Okay, but yes, back to it. No, I don't. I'm good.
You need a nap.
Yes, it is. It is his fault. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Because everything's your fault. But yeah, so I just what? I'm just playing. I'm just like I'm just playing. I have two once my ears start ringing. I know what was going on. Um, but yeah, I just, if we have unresolved issues, long story short, just talk about it, just bring it out. Like, I know it's very uncommon for us to talk about it amongst our family, especially if it's years and years ago. But like, for instance, with him and his twin, like they can really sit down and have a conversation. But his twin thinks he knows everything. And if you see this, hello, you think you know everything. Um, you are overconfident, which you shouldn't be. Um, and the list goes on. And we could really get along, but you choose that you don't want to get along, which is fine. I've been living. It's just going to be miserable. But anyway, you all could really have a conversation, and that's just in case he sees
Right.
this.
Hey, you ready?
Uh,
You ready?
I'm just being honest because he might see this. Oh well. It's yes, since it's gonna be acting up. Nah, see, I'm a Virgo, so I don't even know about all that.
I'm not. I'm
Um,
not all into the
I don't know either. Y'all
horoscopes and
look,
nothing like
whoever's
that.
on here to know about horoscopes, y'all tell me because I don't know. Steven, that must be your thing. So
I
let me
don't.
know about that. But for real, they could really sit down and have a conversation and hash out whatever issue he has and be good because it's so weird to me how you have a twin and you all don't connect. Like I thought they were supposed to be doing everything together. I thought they were supposed to be, I don't know,
Like I
matching and
said,
shit, doing
like I
stuff like
said,
that.
this ain't no tea and Tamara. We ain't. Nah. We ain't. Nah.
That's I didn't maybe that's
Nah.
normal. I don't know. I don't know. Um,
Nah, bro.
but yeah, I mean,
As the wild go to the Eric. Nah, fam.
but no, for real, like just, I just need people to do better. I need people to communicate more. I need people to consider your feelings as if consider other people's feelings as if they were your feelings. Support people. Don't expect me just to support you. Support me too sometimes. Call on me sometimes. And then sometimes you get to a point where you're like, you know what? I'm not going to be mean to you. I've tried to have a conversation. It turns into yelling, so that's not working. So then your communication piece on your end, you done it, so you're good. From that point, sometimes you have to let it go and become distant. And then people start texting you and calling you, and did I do something? Well, I tried to talk to you, didn't want to have a conversation. You went off on me. What else would I supposed to do? I could have cursed you out and stuff, but that just would have made things worse. So I just distanced myself and I left the situation. And then sometimes what you have to do is you have to leave the situation. Like the situation of me and my birth mother, I let it be. Would it be nice if she was around? Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, people choose what they want. And I look at it like this. If my birth mother can walk away from her own daughter, that ain't did nothing to her. But try to help her the times that we did have connections and we did have a side relationship. I look at life a little different, I'm a little bit weary of a lot of different people. That's just how I am. That doesn't mean I won't be nice to you because I'll be nice, have a conversation, we'll be cool. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, when is the BS gonna start? And that's something I have to work on. I shouldn't always think negative or have some type of negative thought, but sometimes it's just natural. You're like, okay, eventually you're gonna fall off, eventually you're gonna say something that pisses me off, eventually you're gonna do me wrong. When is it coming? I'm expecting it, it doesn't happen. So then it's a little refreshing because I'm like, okay, you are legit like a real good person. Like you legit want to be my friend, whatever it is. But I know it's probably other people that kind of think like that too, like you're expecting something to fail. When really you shouldn't be expecting anything to fail. You should be thinking positive, but sometimes it's so hard to do.
A lot of people think like that in this world in these days. Like a lot of people,
I feel like it is too,
first thing they do
Steve.
is they have that guard up. So you automatically think, all right, so if I already believe that this is gonna fail, then my hopes won't get let down or anything like that. That's
Yeah.
just the first thing you do. And anytime you go into a situation, you're not gonna think highly of it. You're gonna take it for what it is.
I got some therapy too. Much
Scorpio's
needed.
up, Steve. But yeah, Scorpio too. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, forget what Jade is. Scorpio's up. But
Forgive me,
anyway,
honey.
though, I ain't say
All
forget
right.
you. I said forget what you are,
Oh,
which
okay.
is
So that sounds better.
Virgo.
Keep going.
It sounds okay.
It doesn't.
So, yeah. Now I lost my train of thought.
Good. So back to this. Yes, therapy. Therapy is good. I'm having you lost your good. Therapy is good. It is. I won't say like for me personally, when I had therapy, it didn't fix everything, but it was good to get it out to a person that doesn't know me and is unfamiliar with the situation. They can just give me some honest feedback. Doesn't know me, doesn't know people that's tied to the different situations that I talked about and expressed to them. It was a little refreshing. So it felt more like honest feedback. It wasn't somebody choosing a side. You remember what you were talking about now?
Nope. Anyway,
Of
but
course not.
not dealing with biased people. Basically, is that's why a lot of times me, when I have an issue, I don't talk to a lot of people because I feel like people are going to be really, really biased. So if
Yeah,
I don't even talk to a pastor because I feel like pastors sometimes choose sides. It's kind of hard to find someone who's going to be unbiased to both of you. That's why you don't really talk to people who know actually both of you for
I
a
get that,
long
Joey.
time.
So basically, you're saying you become antisocial because of everything that you've seen or things that you've been through. I get that. And at first, I was kind of becoming like that. I was more so cold hearted that I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just treat people how I want to treat them. You better catch me on a decent day when you can, because if you can't play it, oh, you finna get it. Okay, I'm finna be mean. I'm finna be devilish. But eventually, it was like.
Saying it with a smile on your face, though.
But eventually, it was like that wasn't getting me anywhere. I felt even worse inside because I knew that it wasn't who I truly was and who I was supposed to be. So now I truly just try to um well, at least you know, Joe, at least you know what you are. Some pastors will. Wow, is that coming from
Hmm.
um is that
What kind of church is this? This is a Baptist church or a
what
Catholic
church
church?
you go to?
This is Baptist or Catholic? This
Okay, we waiting on the answer. Anyway, that's deep. Anyway.
is the county on the north side.
Or the city.
This, I mean, do they act like Bishop T.D. Jakes or the other guy
Like,
that was on
what's
the video?
up, man?
What we talking about here?
Oh, this dude said.
He's a Baptist. Understandable.
Okay. Believe it, man. I don't even want to put the church out there that I go to when I do go to church, but just know that the pastor is a bastard. Just know that. Not. I'm not calling him names. That's literally what he is.
We
Like
about to get shut
he
down.
was born. No,
We're talking about the vessel of God.
no, man. He
We
is a
talking about the
dope
vessel.
pastor. I love him to death, but he's got a smooth mouth. He's like, what? All right, that's probably what helped him get what he needed to get.
I have no idea what
But
this
no,
is.
like literally, this is not chat, but I'm gonna finish my thought. Literally, he his mom was basically the mistress, and he was born, yeah, unintentionally. Whatever. Um, that's crazy. Man, look, we need to bring you on so we can do that, Steve. We need to set that up so we can get you on here so you can do that because that would be so dope.
A free one?
A free astrology birth chart reading. That would be dope. Hey, if we do that though and we link up and we get you on here, if mine is negative, don't talk. Don't talk about mine. Just
You don't,
pass.
it doesn't include tarot card reading, do it?
Cool. I don't know. I'm just letting you know, hey, if it's bad, I'm getting ready to pass away or something. Don't even tell me, bro. um, yeah, I mean, I can see how you wouldn't like going to church. There's a lot of hypocrites in church. You get the same thing you get from family. Hypocritical shit. You
Man,
know?
her mom was one of the most sanctified people I've ever met.
Okay,
I'm just
good.
playing.
Good. Because I'm
Her
like, look,
mom
let
was
me
one of the
know.
sanctified people I've ever met in my life. And she didn't go to church at all. Just because you go to church don't mean trust me. I have family members who go to church
And that's
religiously,
okay, dude. You still gonna do your thing and
but
prosper in life.
they smoke, drink, don't act like they go to church. So just because you go to church don't mean you're the
Hmm.
most holy of holier than thou. So I
It doesn't, baby. It doesn't. I know a preacher, a so-called preacher, that don't know the Lord's Prayer. I don't know how you a preacher, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Steve. Yeah, that's why I told Joy, I was like, look, hey, you still gonna prosper. You still gonna.
right.
It's a lot of stuff that people don't know. He said what? Y'all
Sometimes
is
sometimes, hey, a lot of A lot of people who made it in life were born that way or been in that type
Yeah,
of
he
life.
don't know the Lord's Prayer. So long story short with that's sick, right? Yeah, he don't know the Lord's Prayer. Was at my aunt's funeral in 2018, and he began the Lord's Prayer. We were all at the cemetery, and he stopped after like, I don't know, 10 words, and everybody else finished it and looked at him like, oh, this is supposed to be a member of the family too. This is supposed to be a pastor. Whatever. Next. But I support you, but you don't support me. Anyway, with that being said, we did want to get on here. We know we have not been on here like that
For a minute.
for what, 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, like I said, we've been on a hiatus.
Hey, I didn't even want him to be there, to be for real. That's a whole nother little thing. But yes, that didn't even make no sense.
I wasn't even part of the family now. I wanted to try to find a way to get that dude out.
For real, he like looking like
Because we was on
disrespectful.
like, didn't he misalign it or his prayer?
Like,
And
and then
I was
you
like, yeah. And then when it started getting a little whispering, like, you messed up when everybody, just realized a problem that you
we're
supposed to
trying
as
to
a
bury
pastor.
your family member. You don't know the Lord's Prayer. Hey,
I thought that would be the first thing they talk about in
saying,
frequency.
man. I'm just saying, how you not know that? My son knows that, and he's 5.
That's true.
Hey, I got serious questions too, but you know what? I don't even know if that's a whole legit situation. You got them family members that claim they this and that and holier than thou, baby. They're not.
Everybody family member, when they get over a certain age, is a pastor.
They're a pastor. They're a preacher.
Like, nobody's been to
run a
school.
church.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I guess the Urban League finding it. I'm just saying.
Wait, why do females love pastors? What you mean? Everybody love pastors.
I guess they don't get them closer to God.
I guess. It's like they fly to them with ease. Well, yeah, because they're supposed to be the source from the Father above, and I guess it just brings them in. But it's not supposed to bring them in like that. I mean, we are talking holy. Supposed to be. They ain't supposed to be flocking to them like that.
They touch them more to the soul than when they talk to you.
They really touch to the soul. That's not okay.
I said more than the soul, past the soul.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. That's not okay.
That's the devil's work now. This ain't no more Jesus in there at that point in time.
I don't know. And no one is perfect, but don't be. Yeah, that's my thing. That is true. That is true. That is true. But a lot of people are hypocritical. They say one thing, turn around, you look at them, they doing they doing exactly what they just told you not to do. Plus, then some. Not hypocritical, not at all. No, I'm not hypocritical. You better watch out because I've been lifting weights and I'm a little strong. Don't mess with me. Yes, not hypocritical. Don't believe that. Please don't. Not over these ways. I just tell it how it is. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. You play too much. Get on my nerves. But no, for real, we did want to get on here, make a video. It's been a minute. We haven't been on here. A lot of stuff, a lot of bullshit has happened. No, don't believe him. Not hypocritical. Cannot stand you. Not at all. Cannot stand him.
I don't know. I play too much.
Too much. Just a lot of life changes. Like I didn't got a new job. He didn't got a new job. Been trying to take care of school stuff. Like I got a 10 to 15 page paper to do. So if anybody's down, you know what I'm saying? I got cash app I can help out with that, you know what I'm saying? And y'all really love to
my leg is not
right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a toxic relationship with my other job, so I appreciate that. Back to this too. Yep. Hey, we back in there too. Hey, make sure you share too. If you can share, that'd be great. But yes, we want to get you, Steve. So we want to get you on here. We got to collab. Not today. We're gonna collab and talk about it. Get you on here, whatever, with us. But yeah, I'm saying this. What's today? Today is the 4th. Today, May 4th of 2021. Jade Johnson, because you ain't about to know my middle name.
Why do they need to know your middle name?
I said they're not about to. That's why I said Johnson. I said Jaden Johnson. Okay, whatever. Jaden Johnson. I will. It's saying this today, May 4th of 2021. We will consistently be up on this thing, okay? It will be videos with us, with this turd, and with me. like separate.
You said turd.
Yeah, because you try to say I was a hypocrite, so now you was heard.
Yeah.
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 You're heard now. Yeah. So,
hey, y'all remember the show Out of the Box? I remember the show Out of the Box. Y'all remember Bill Tony? See these locks?
This shit was longer than mine. Still is. Appreciate that. This is why, look, y'all, anybody looking for a roommate, he coming, okay? He coming. He coming, okay? Because he play all day.
What's that dude name on The Simpsons that had like the red hair?
Get out. Get out. See, that's why I wish you didn't have all that hair right there so I can tell you to make that ass clap. Keep playing with me. Yep, you got that booty chin right there. Keep playing with me.
Oh, damn. Oh,
look,
for real?
That used to be my show too. Okay, y'all, look. I'm finna get up off here because I gotta get up early for work. Not that I'm finna go to sleep, but I'm finna get up off of here. And we're gonna be back. What's today? Wednesday?
No.
What is today?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, snap. I thought it was Wednesday, baby. It's Tuesday. We still got hump day to get over. Okay. I did not know. I was not aware.
Who said hump day? Really? That's what we on now?
Cause you so irritated. We just talked about
Caucasus Mountain times. That's what we're doing right now.
You were
because you color your hair don't mean you're a different color.
You are a hypocrite to the T. Definitely not. But yeah, we will be back, y'all. Today is Tuesday, so if we're not back on here tomorrow, then we'll be back on here by Thursday. So we'll be on here, y'all, with another we started tonight at what, like 9:20ish. Try to get back on here around 8:30 next time. So y'all will catch us. We appreciate y'all watching. We love y'all. We respect y'all. We will see y'all next time. And hopefully he's still living to see y'all next time. Okay.
Right on, bro.
We appreciate that, Steve. Thank you, y'all.
Right on, bro.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good night.
And then promise that we're gonna make more videos.
I said if.
That makes sense. Somebody said, who is that person? Did you really just say not yet, man? You're supposed to get off.
I'm gonna get off. What you say? Who is this dude? Who was revenge? Who is that? Okay, woman, I'm sorry. Whoever this is. Oh, who is it? I was trying to. They put drugs forever with the little.
So you say you're we still on this one. You ain't gonna stop it? Not at all?
But yeah, I am.